Hi, everybody. It is me. It has been a while since I've recorded, so I hope your third month into the new year has been going great. I hope whatever, if you made New Year's resolution, I hope they're resoluting for you. If you did not and you're just lifing it, I hope life has not been as tricky as the weather has been. Again, welcome to the Med Expressions podcast, where we talk about career growth, personal development, and making bold moves towards success. Happy day after Women's International Day. So exciting to be a woman and have a day. I'm your host, Jackie, and today we're diving into a topic that so many people struggle with, and that's feeling stuck in their career. I meet a lot of people, I connect with a lot of people, and one thing I find unhappy people going to work. I can't help you so much in your personal life, but in your career life, I have grown to that's my niche, and so I've grown to be good at it. So maybe you're in a job that no longer excites you, or maybe you've been trying to break into a new field but feel like you're spinning your wheels. I truly know that feeling all too well. But I got some good news for you. You don't have to stay stuck. You really don't. So, in today's episode, we're going to break down actionable steps that you can take to regain control of your career and move with some confidence. So, grab your coffee, grab your tea, take a deep breath, kick your feet back. If you're driving, make sure you're paying attention. It's recorded so you don't have to take notes. You can always reach out to me if you feel like I need to break something down. You can always go to the website, medxpressonsllc.com. Reach out to me that way. Somebody will get back to you. But let's get into it, okay? Step one, we're going to identify what's keeping you stuck. Well, first we got to admit, it's kind of like the 12 step of AA and NA. This is the 12, well, not even 12 steps. I ain't going to go that far. But this is the first 7 steps or 5 steps into realizing that, hey, am I stuck? Like, you kind of know when you're stuck, when you can get up and when work is becoming a job in itself. Getting up to go to work is a job. Then you have to go to work and work that job. So before we make any big moves, it's important for us to figure out what's really making you feel stuck. So a lot of times we just unhappy, y'all, but we really haven't unpacked the why. So we're going to ask ourselves a couple of questions. Do I feel unchallenged, underappreciated? And like I said, maybe your job could just become routine and you don't feel like you're growing there. I have a colleague who feels like she learns everything, and every job that she has applied for, she's been denied. Maybe you feel like you've outgrown your current position. That's kind of how she feel. Sometimes we get so many skills and so much experience that goes beyond what we were hired for in that job description. But we have to stay in that place because either our upper management don't believe we're ready, or either we just don't believe we're ready ourselves. So then that becomes an issue for us. Or am I just lacking the skills or qualifications to move forward? Some people won't even go and pursue those soft skills or technical skills that's needed for promotion. So if you won't, or you feel like you want to move forward, you have to do a part. And then is your environment or your mindset is what's holding you back. Sometimes it's not even a job. It's how we look at it. Are you in a toxic workplace? Or are you dealing with self-doubt that's stopping you from making moves? So at this point, I want you to, when you can safely, grab a notebook or journal and write down your thoughts and clarify and get clarity on your first step to change. Then we're going to set some clear career goals. So where do you see yourself in 3 months? Where do you see yourself in 6 months, 9 months, a year? What excites you? What's a skill you feel like you need to master? So let's make it real. Instead of saying I just want a better job, I want to move into a leadership role in the next year. So I need to improve my public speaking skills, maybe, or how I talk to people, how I listen. Know the difference. If you move into leadership, know the difference between a leader and a manager, because those are two different job sets. And I promise you, most people can manage. Everybody's not a leader. So if that's something that you desire, please learn. I know for me, I took a whole lot of leadership classes, and I still do, because I want to grow. I want to be the best leader, not just a manager. I want to lead. So if you're struggling to set clear goals, maybe career coaching can help you define them. So I help my clients turn their aspirations into actionable plans so they can know exactly what steps to take. And remember, that's what I do. So if you feel like you lost, you can always book a coaching session with me, and we can map this out together. So then next we're going to expand our knowledge. So you feeling stuck, we figured out we might not have the skills that's needed to move up, but guess what? It's something you can fix. So I believe in investing, right? We invest in this brain of ours because those of us who know about reading Rainbow, the more you know, the further you go. And I was just sharing with somebody yesterday when they asked me why did I choose the field that I chose in the career path. I said because of LeVar Burton, mostly because every day in the library we had to watch Reading Rainbow in Mississippi at Bob Woods Elementary. And so we had to watch Reading Rainbow, and I'd be like, man, I want to go as far, because that rainbow seemed like it never stopped, and I want to go as far as I can. So I have adapted that my entire life. I have been in school since I was in kindergarten, and I have not stopped being in school. And so ways that I invest in my professional growth was I took some certification classes. I have about 15 certifications, 3 degrees, and I'm working on my 4th one right now. So I'm community health worker, phlebotomy, EKG tech, med tech. All this stuff I did, CNA, just to invest in my professional growth. I always attend workshops or seminars so I can stay up to date with what's going on. And I love connections. Anybody who know me know I love connections, because I might not need to know what you know, but I might need to know who you know. So I love connections. And then we develop a new skill. So then there are tons of courses, you guys, like Coursera. I love Coursera, LinkedIn Learning. And I just put how to start a business on Udemy class. So if you want to, from idea to implementation. And so I kind of made mine cheaper than everybody else's on there. So, however, that's what I do, and that's what I love. So, and then we get a mentor, a career coach. I have a mentor and I have a career coach, because even though I do it, I still have to stay plugged to my power source. Every mentor needs a mentor. So a great mentor, they help guide you toward new opportunities, and they teach you things you won't find in a textbook. Learning don't have to be expensive, you guys, or time consuming. If you commit at least 30 minutes a day on a new skill, you can create major shifts. So remember, invest in yourself. Don't break your back working for others and never enjoy the fruits of your own labor. That's kind of selfish. So please, focus on you. And then we're going to talk about leveraging your network. So, seriously, networking isn't always about asking people for jobs. Sometimes it's just about building relationships. Because what I've learned and what I do, that I have built with my connections, I get connected to others, right? And in the process, I build some great relationships with some people that no matter what's going on, that speak so highly of me that people call me and say, well, I got your number from. And they said you were this and that, and so, which is a blessing unto me that others can speak good of me and what I do. Can I please everybody? No, I cannot. But I do 100% of what I do, and I just pray that it be received by the person that's receiving it. So who should you reach out to when you're building relationships that could lead to new possibilities? So we should reach out to maybe a former employer, coworker, boss. They might know about job openings, right? LinkedIn is great. I love LinkedIn. LinkedIn and Indeed is my go-to places. But I love LinkedIn. A simple message to somebody. Say, hey, I think it's great what you're doing. If there's anything I can do, can we connect? Can I buy you coffee? Can we talk? Can we have a Zoom meeting? That type of thing. And then again, you can always get a career coach. Oh my God, that's me. So if you don't know where to start, I can help you create a strategy for networking. And listen, I know when we hear networking, that sounds kind of like networking. But I'm going to give you a challenge. Reach out to one person this week just to catch up, talk about nothing, learn about what they're doing, learn about something that you want to know about, right? You never know what may come of it. I promise you. I've gotten so many people hired just off of a simple email saying, hey, I have this wonderful person looking for a job. This is their skill set. Can you do anything? Oh, you do? Send them over for an interview. And then next thing you know, I get the call that they have the job. So if you have a great networking experience that you feel can help somebody, or maybe you are a networker that can network or want to network, DM me or comment on this episode. I would love to hear your take on networking. And then we're going to talk about what we're going to do. We're going to do something, right? We're not going to not do nothing. I would challenge you. I wish I can talk to everybody and give them a challenge to do something. It doesn't have to be something huge, but we're going to make small steps because small things add up. I remember when I taught kindergarten, and we would teach the kids how to write, how to connect the letters. And when it was the A, it was one line down, two line downs, three lines across, one across the middle. And so I would come up with different ways to teach that in order for them to understand that was a capital A. And then when we made a small a, it would go, make me an apple, bring down the stem. And so that's how I would teach the small a. So you find creative ways to get to where you have to get to. So I would suggest that if you don't have a LinkedIn profile, get one. Update your resume and make sure that your experience reflects. And I can help with that too as far as writing a resume. I have a great career services person. Her name is Michael, and she's a beast with it, I promise you. And apply for at least one job in a field that you want to be in. Whether you have experience or not, apply for one job if it's a field you want to be in. So, for example, I eventually want to get into something broadcasting. I'm on Netflix. I'm on Hulu. I've been in a couple commercials. I do some public speaking. So yeah. So I apply for those jobs all the time because eventually somebody's going to give me the break that I'm looking for. And then schedule an informational interview just to get some information. Say, hey, I know that I don't fit this criteria right here, but can you please help me with maybe guidance or direction? And you'll be amazed at how many people, everybody's not going to be nice, but you will be amazed at how many people would help you. And then start a side project. So if you want to switch careers, try it out. I tell all my high school students this. I meet so many of them. I just was at the high schools last week, and they talking about I want to be lawyers, doctors, and this and that. And that is totally awesome, you guys. I love to hear that you want to be a doctor and a lawyer and not a felon, right? And no shade on the felons, because I congregate with the felons, right? Because I help them find jobs and housing as well. So, but I'm saying I love to hear that our people, our students, our babies still desire to have fulfilling careers, right? But I tell them, find you somewhere that'll let you volunteer and hang out. Because one thing about debt, student loans, especially those of us who have them, you know that I thank God that I never started a career that I didn't want to finish. So I was blessed to know to research. And this is what I've done my entire life before I jumped into a degree program that's going to cost me a lot of money. So figure it out. Maybe freelance. They have a whole bunch of apps now, gig work, skill work, all of that, nurse, all of that, where you can kind of touch and get in on it, caregiving jobs if it's the medical field. And then figure out if that's something you really want to do. The key is to stop overthinking it, stop procrastinating, and just do it. You guys, we get one life, right? And who wants to be miserable your whole entire life? So at least if our home life suck, or our personal life suck, or our social life suck, at least let's make our professional life pop, as the young kids say. Make it like bam bam, something like that. So even if you don't feel the confidence that you need, and that's a whole nother episode, right? Take the first step, because one thing I know is that action is needed to bring forth clarification. So now that I've talked your ear for 16 minutes and some seconds, I want to hear from you. Have you ever felt stuck in your career? Underappreciated, even unchallenged, right? And then what's one step you're going to take this week to move forward? And then I'm going to add this. If you love your career, I want to hear from you to say, okay, I love what I do, Jackie. So let's talk to the people about that feeling of loving what you do, because it's totally awesome. So drop a comment, DM me, or tag me on social media with your thoughts. Let's start a conversation. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Lemonade. I'm on TikTok. I'm on Instagram. I am on YouTube. I'm on Summer everywhere. So even Mastodon, I'm on there. So if you're ready to stop feeling stuck and start making moves, then I can help. You can always book a coaching session with me or enroll in one of my training programs, because your future starts with you, but it starts now. And remember, we talked about investing. So I just want to tell you, thanks for today. Thanks for your time. Happy Sunday. That's it for today's episode of the Med Expression Podcast. If this episode helped you, share it. Share it with a friend. Share it with a colleague. Share it with a coworker. Share it with your boss. I don't care who. Share it with your dog. If they got a social media, share it with them. They can share it with somebody else. Anybody who needs to hear it, share it. And don't forget to subscribe. I cannot get my words out today. Do not forget to subscribe so you never miss an episode. And until next time, you guys, keep pushing forward, stay inspired, and remember, you are in control of your future. So see you next time on the Med Expressions Podcast. Thank you.